Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, April 8th, 2022. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. More than 30 young persons in both the private and the public sector benefited from a financial management workshop held by the Premier's Ministry on Friday, April 8th. Giving the welcome remarks at the event, which was held at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Parks Conference Room, was Latoya Jones, Special Advisor to the Premier on Community Matters.
Today's workshop seeks to educate 30-plus young men and women ages 18 to 35 years on how to achieve financial success through proper management and diversification of resources. The workshop will also highlight practical solutions to address financial issues being faced by our youth. The workshop will cover the importance of financial prudence, the importance of budgeting, savings, investment, and wealth generation, all of which are interconnected and are vital in improving one's financial health. I implore you to not only plan for today, but plan for the future. Be mindful of the decisions that you make now. Some decisions may result in many setbacks and losses, which may be extremely difficult for you to overcome. I therefore encourage you to live within your means, limit your spending, and invest in yourself and your future.
On behalf of Premier, the Honourable Mark Brantley, Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Wakely Daniel, endorsed the workshop.
To my mind, a workshop of this nature is quite relevant, is quite apt, quite topical, and quite timely. You see, far too many of us live beyond our means. Too many of us, don't plan for the future. As a result of that, this workshop is quite relevant.
He also shared some advice with the participants.
Back in 2008-2009, I learned this from the New York Times, a strategy that I learned from the New York Times. It said people have to learn to have in an emergency fund a saving that they don't touch, about 3 to 6 months of their salary put aside. Why? Because they say that normally takes a person between 3 to 6 months to transition between a job. It takes you 3 to 6 months when you lose a job to find another job. But the trick about it is perhaps just putting away $100 a month. No matter how small your salary is, probably just put away $100 a month. At the end of 2, 3, 4 years, you'll be surprised how much money you have there, and then you will have your emergency fund.
Also addressing the opening ceremony was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Colin Doe, who also wished the workshop well, saying he hopes it would be productive and fruitful. The workshop facilitator was Calvin Duggins, Investment Officer at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Nevis Animal Speak and a Pause for a Cause, a small animal clinic, received a visit from the members of the Nevis Island Administration's Cabinet, who were taken on a guided tour of the facility on Thursday, April 7th. Janice Jensen, founder and the director of Nevis Animal Speak, facilitated the tour.
I am overwhelmed, truly. Having you all here is an honor, it is a blessing. As our Premier has said, in years of communications, the work that can be done with public-private partnership was actually created here. And it is because of all of your support and how you have managed that with not just Nevis Animal Speak, but as you do for the country. I am so excited to show you what that public-private partnership has created for the country. I would say the country because we thought it was just for Nevis, but apparently the entire Federation is coming over, and we are now seeing quite a number of people coming over from St. Kitts, which we thought might happen, we didn't expect to the level that it is.
The Small Animal Clinic's mission is to help to ensure no dog or cat, homed or stray, will go without necessary medical care. This is achieved through offering low-cost health and wellness options, a targeted focus on population control through spaying, neutering, and the continuing education of clients.
We are absolutely impressed and pleased and delighted with what we're seeing. This was a project that you would have come to us sometime about doing. We were here when we had the groundbreaking, and it is really good to see now it being completed. I've often said that the way we judge the development of any country is not only how we treat our people, but also how we treat our animals. I think that this facility here tells us that Nevis has really gone to the next level in terms of the quality of care that we afford in animals and what we're seeking to do here on the island. I was particularly pleased to hear that this facility is now accommodating animals from St. Kitts as well, and animal owners who are bringing their pets here for care. I would also want to emphasize that it's not just about pet care, so to speak, because we also have the spay and neuter campaign, which is designed in part to try and reduce the incidences of animals attacking livestock, reduce incidence of wild animals, stray dogs, stray cats around. And so I think all of this is very important as we try to move Nevis to the next level in terms of our development. So, Mrs. Jensen, thank you very much. Thank you to you and your team of volunteers and employees, and all that you're doing. I think that this is a wonderful day for Nevis, and we're delighted that we have been a small part of it, but certainly it's been your vision, your investment, and for that we're truly grateful.
According to its website, Nevis Animal Speak is committed to keeping pets happy and healthy through best practices in small animal care. Still to come, Minister of Foreign Affairs addresses virtual CARICOM Canada meeting. The details after this break.
Have you signed up for the Nevis Water Department's new ePay platform? It's an easy, safe, and secure process. Here's how to sign up. Have your water bill handy and log on to epay.neviswaterdepartment.com using your mobile phone, tablet, or desktop, and the rest of the process is easy to follow. It can also be accessed by going to our website at www.neviswaterdepartment.com and clicking on Pay Your Bill. Once you have completed the process and your account is activated, the app allows you to make payments directly to Nevis Water Department, get access to your account balance, have access to your payment history, and interact with our customer service department through the help desk feature. Yes, it's that simple. So don't wait. Sign up all of your accounts today. And remember, we at the Nevis Water Department are here to bring you, our valued customers, exceptional service.
Welcome back. On April 1st, 2022, Minister of Foreign Affairs of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, participated virtually in the second CARICOM Canada Foreign Ministers Group meeting. The meeting was co-chaired by the Honourable Eamon Courtney, current chair of the Council of CARICOM Foreign Ministers, and Melanie Jolie, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Canada. The meeting provided an opportunity for CARICOM foreign ministers to exchange views with their Canadian counterparts on the themes regional security and stability, global issues and multilateral cooperation, and building a resilient and sustainable economic recovery. However, in their presentations and interventions, CARICOM's top diplomats were able to focus on specific topics of major interest to the region, among them climate change, climate financing, justice and citizen security, and the Multidimensional Vulnerability Index. Minister Brantley acknowledged the myriad levels of cooperation on account of the excellent bonds of friendship between Canada and the region. He also emphasized that both CARICOM and Canada have reached defining moments in their collective and intertwined history. He asserted that the confluence of crises demands that we do more, not just for today, but for the future. Minister Brantley preferred 3 recommendations: the consideration for a shared position via a joint declaration on access to finance, expanding the dialogue between CARICOM and Canada to include ministers of agriculture and energy to safeguard food and energy systems, and rallying Canada's support for the Caribbean Development Bank's proposal for allocation of 2% of the bank's special drawing rights at the International Monetary Fund towards climate change adaptation and resilience. Minister Jolie committed to advocating on behalf of small island developing states for a multidimensional vulnerability index at the imminent G7 meeting. While Nevis's Alexandria Hospital is now offering COVID-19 PCR and antigen testing, there are guidelines for accessing the services. Premier and Senior Minister of Health, the Honorable Mark Brantley, explains.
You must register with the lab by calling them at least a day prior, and they will, of course, take care of your needs. We are hopeful that our people will use the service available there. We have tried to make the price as affordable as possible. You will need a valid official picture ID and proof of payment to be presented to the nurse prior to being swabbed. Results will be available within 24 hours, and so your turnaround time is pretty fast.
Swabbing is done from Monday to Friday between 8 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Persons must make their payment to the front desk clerk before proceeding to the respiratory clinic. To register for a COVID-19 PCR or antigen test, call 469-5473, 469-5474, or 469-5475. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes on behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information. Thank you for viewing.